So it's something that came up in conversation a few months back, and he mentioned that he was doing this charity cycle ride, and asked if I'd wanted to do it with him. I thought, yeah, go for it, why not? And then 2 months down the line, now we're here. It's yeah, not so keen. Well, it's gone from like 120 miles to probably more 130, 40.
And why? And why?
Because nobody came up with a plan.
So this is the trike. When I first got it, it was just a box, so I've added weight for that. It wasn't made for this challenge, it was made because I like trikes. This is my second one, and my first one is set up properly for painting with an easel here and everything at a sensible level to try and keep the weight down. And this one, because it is just to take to shows and so on and so forth, everything's just in the bottom, which is really inconvenient for painting. But there is a kind of thing with this that I've only got that equipment and I can paint signs. And that is the thing about sign writing. If you're going to do it as a hobby, you don't need, like if you're going to do wood tone in a lathe, you don't need an oven if you're going to do, you know, pottery or so on and so forth. You can have a fairly small amount of equipment and be able to produce what you love. So there was kind of method in the madness. Hey, I can do a trike, but still I've tried to keep the weight down. I haven't got too many colours. I've got 5 signs to paint. They'll all be painted and they'll get auctioned off at the end of it. So it's not particularly convenient. It's like, where is it? In my workshop, I know everything is. With this, it's like, oh my God, this is chaos. So I'm here now trying to make a cardboard template, which I'd have one at home and easier to make it with a scalpel, and I don't know what I'm going to cut it on. So we're just going to do that now. We're just going to make a little template just so I get the width of the letter in the same. So obviously, normally I'd just do curved side where I wouldn't need it, but I don't want to just produce all signs that all look the same. So I'm actually just going to sign write the word, winging it, because that is what we're doing. So here we go. So I'm Joby Carter, and I came up with the idea of riding my trike from the hospice here in Maidenhead all the way to Street, my new workshop, because obviously I've moved, I'd like people to know, and I thought, how can we turn this into a positive? I've been working with the hospice for probably about 8 years now, raising money along with other people, and an incredible time, painting signs, all sorts of things we've done, and it just feels like the right thing to do. Just about to turn 50, so I want to do something a bit, you know, momentous. It's an incredible charity, and whatever I can do to help. And even before we've set off, we've raised like £3,000 on Just Giving page. So I'm hoping we can jack them to £10,000 or even more. I shall do my best. I'm gonna finish it hook or crook. It is a ridiculous challenge. It's gonna be very hard work, but I will do it, even if I have to tow it behind me on a rope. Hey. Hold tight, we're gonna stop. Oh, take the brakes. £5, please. Thank you. That was good, wasn't it? I'm all ready now. I've painted the sign. Everyone's going to see me off, which is wonderful. I think you should go in and see the incredible work that the hospice do inside.
The Alexander Devine Children's Hospice Service is about providing palliative care to children that are life limited or life threatened. Our criteria is children from 0 to 19 with any complex needs or condition or disease that will put them in the category of life limited or life threatened. So Alexander Devine Children's Hospice Service was formed because my eldest son Alexander, at the age of 4, was diagnosed with a rare brain tumour and very sadly passed away at the age of 8. And in our county, there wasn't a service locally for children like him. So all that palliative care specialisms that we received from clinicians was completely out of our county. the respite, the family support, and even the bereavement support. We had a wonderful team from our local hospital, but it was a very stretched service, particularly when he was at end of life. Sadly, there was enough children to warrant having our own children's hospice service for Berkshire, and that's how we came to be through one very extraordinary little boy's journey.
Make sure we get that trailer in. Keep pushing that thing, come on! So yesterday we left from the hospice just after 10 o'clock. We had a great send off. Lots of people came to see us off. I started painting a sign that said "winging it," which is just what we're doing really. My friend Neil got a puncture before we even left, which luckily he got fixed. Neil's been following me behind with his bike, with a trailer, with my bag.
That much fun. I'm filming the tour. And you, say hello.
So I thank him very much for that. Whereas I've got all the sign writing supplies I need in here, all in the bottom. As it transpires, bounces around a little bit, this trike. So it's very exciting. When you get to the other end, you have to find where everything's moved about. It keeps the paint well shaken up though. So all things considered, the trike was great yesterday, although it's not meant for long distances. But there was a few things we ran into. So one, my phone goes flat quickly. I bought this thing to put the phone in, and of course you can't see through the screen because of the glare, so I didn't know where I was going most of the day. I had a battery charger pack in there with a wire going to it, which came unplugged and it went flat on us. And of course I've got the Strava on to see where we're going. And if you look inside, so this is my number 2 trike. My number 1 trike is bigger, it's taller, and it's got levels up here to work like I do at home. But of course everything here is right down there. So if I get a bad back, it's from riding this, it's from bending over to getting what I need. So I've got to think which route we went. We went off through Twyford, through Sonning, which was lovely, then picked up along the river, which went into the Kennet and Avon Canal, which was all fine and well through Reading. There was some really hairy bits because if there's a camber, the bike wants to pull you in. I genuinely nearly went in about 6 times.
Because Joby can't read a map.
It kind of got a little bit narrow, but fine. We came to a pub which wouldn't serve us because they were having a baby shower outside and we wanted to eat outside. So then we went to another pub, which a really stupid way over the motorway bridge, and what was said 16 minutes turned into about an hour. Ate there, did a bit of sign writing. I did a Facebook Live. I don't know if you can find that. And then we got going again, and the towpath turned into a tiny path like this, which I was warned about by my friend. And we couldn't get off for about 3 miles, and it took about an hour with people. And if we had to pass anyone, they're in the brambles. Really stupid idea. Now the problem with a trike, it turns out, is it's got pedal back brakes. And because of the nature of the steering, holding it here and pivoting here, you can't stand up sensibly to pedal and kind of give it some beans. You also can't stand up to give your bum a rest because of the pedal back brakes. Not easily. It's like to put the brakes on. It's not meant for doing nearly 30 miles in a day. And today we're going to do 42. We've changed the route we're going to do because we saw the words less hills.
Who knew? Not another one.
This route. So we're going to Salisbury, missing the 303 according to the directions. And yeah, wish us luck. It's going to be fun. So there you go. We are ready for whatever today brings, and apparently the weather's a bit especially tomorrow. So we booked a hotel at Salisbury. We've got to get to Salisbury. Here's Neil dressed beautifully in his tabard. But this is actually really good because people are coming behind him. He's got a trailer on the back that looks like it's for carrying children. So people are a bit more considerate and they see that it's, you know, a charity thing. So if it's just me by myself, I'd be probably getting more flack. But apologies to anyone who got stuck behind us.
Especially through Aldermaston.
Yeah, Aldermaston. Yeah, thank you for your patience. And yeah, wish us luck today. So we made it. I'm back in the workshop at Street. That was the goal from the Children's Hospice, to cycle all the way here. They ended up being over 130 miles because of many forks along the way. Sort of started off by not making it to Newbury on the first night and ended up near Tadley, and then we decided to go to Salisbury. And that was 43 miles in one day and nearly killed us because they were the most monstrous hills. Then the following day we came out of Salisbury. It kind of started off right and then it got hard and then it got horrendous because it rained. The one that absolutely really touching thing was we pulled over for a guy and he stopped and he said, "Oh, you've come a long way. I saw you at Salisbury Station. What are you doing?" Told him what he was doing. He said, "Can I make a donation?" And gave us 20 quid there and then, just gave us 20 quid cash. And so that kind of made the pain feel a little bit better. My friend Neil, who's there behind the camera in this case, has done a fantastic job. Moaned a lot, but I've moaned a lot. Trust me, I've moaned a lot. It's been much harder than I thought it was, be it because I'm naive, be it because I'm arrogant, be it because I'm stupid for whatever reason. I just thought, be alright. But this trike is not made for what I just did. It's making noises it's never made before. I'm making noises I've never made before. There's nothing comfortable about it. There's nothing safe about it. I can say that now when you're cycling down a hill. And other than 2 hills, I managed to cycle it up. Funny enough, one was in Glastonbury, the lower end of the tour over the other side of the road. I just had to push that up. And yeah, we've had some real adventures. We're never going to forget this. And any form of donation you can make will be greatly appreciated.